I'm about to go and get it. I'm going to make this really savvy. Really quick. I'm going to get... You coming with me? I don't know how to get there. He coming with me? Okay, that's great. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you while you're here. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel. By taking this action, it will help me to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page on my YouTube platform so that you can have some understanding of who I am. The reason why I tell everyone to go over to read my About section on my YouTube platform is because you need to know what I've shared to see if you want to follow me or not, because no one is the same. And what I do, you may not agree with. So I have an About section on my YouTube platform. I always encourage everyone to go over there to read it so you can have a full understanding of who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I copy another person's title. That's because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you all for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos if you know what your placements are. Cross-watchers are most definitely welcome. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit at all. And for anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, please take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing. However, tarot is not a puzzle. I say this in every reading before I begin any reading. Tarot is not a puzzle. This is not Toys R Us. You go to a store, you pick out a box, and you're picking out a puzzle based upon the picture that's on the front of the box. You purchase it because you like what the picture looks like. You get it home, you pour all the pieces out on the floor, you pick up the first little piece, right? And you're trying to make everything fit to make sure it matches what's on the front of that box. Tarot, you don't have to make anything fit. If the story is your story, it'll be your story from the beginning to the end. If it's not your story, as soon as I start the reading, if it doesn't make sense, I would advise anyone to click off. That means it's not for you. If it's your story, it'll be for you from the beginning to the end. As my grandmother would say, from the rooter to the tutor. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. Let's begin healing together. This is a general reading. It's not for any particular sign. This is a general reading. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else, or your story may be in another reader's story. And I'm being so serious, but I have to laugh it off, right? Because there are some readers that do read comments and they use what you have wrote in the comments and they add it into their stories to make them seem believable. An authentic reader, anytime that you get a personal reader from someone, they will never ask you why you're here. Why do you want this reading? Tell me something about you. Absolutely not. A reader will only ask you your name, and then you go from there. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. This is a general reading. It's not for any particular sign. Spirit guides, show me what I need to see. tell me what I need to hear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you for all the hearts, guys. And you saw me force that one out, but it's a reason for that. But we'll get to it in a second. Let us begin. The first card, as you saw me force out, it flipped over in my deck. I usually don't take cards, not unless they fall on the desk, but there's a reason why I forced this one out. And that's because there's someone here that needs to go with the flow. Don't force anything. Don't force anything. Don't force a relationship. Don't force a friendship. Don't force anything. This is the number 17 card. You know, your spirit guides are saying go with the flow, right? Go with the flow. Make the best decisions for you, but don't force anything. So relax and trust. Accept what is happening. There's something happening around you, and you're kind of confused. Do I say something? Should I start an argument? Should I start a physical fight? There's something that's going on. Should I confront my coworker? Should I confront my boss? Should I confront my boyfriend? Should I confront my girlfriend? There's someone here that just needs to go with the flow. Sometimes you don't need to react to situations. Sometimes you must stay quiet. You may know something, you may have learned something about someone that was triggering for you, but you must remain quiet. So Spirit is saying continue to go with the flow. The number 17, so some of you, right? You're looking in the wrong places for happiness. You need to work on your inner love and tranquility to find what you're looking for. So let me say this. Never look for happiness in another person. Before you can love anyone, you must love yourself first. So if you are doing that, looking for happiness in someone else, then you're looking in the wrong places, and you will be disappointed every single time if you're looking for happiness in someone else. If you're looking for happiness with a substance, right, you will also be disappointed. A substance such as like drugs, alcohols, or whatever, right? Or whoever, because sometimes people look for happiness as far as sex goes, right? You'll screw anybody because it gives you that high for just a second. But when it's over, you're ashamed that you slept with that person, that you spreaded your legs, or you even penetrated them in any type of way. You're still feeling down. You're still feeling incomplete. So if you're looking for happiness in a substance, as far as the drugs, alcohol, or sex, or with whomever or whatever, you're never going to feel complete. Let me just say that. I had to reiterate that. That missing part of the puzzle is in you. So love every part of who you are, every part of yourself. Love your flaws, love your bumps, love the bruises, right? Love every wrinkle in your body, every fat roll, right? Love all of you. Embrace who you are. The number 17, some of you are going to start seeing this number. Some of you may have already started seeing this number, right? And it symbolizes that you're on the right path to personal fulfillment on a spiritual level. The number 17 suggests that you must look for happiness within yourself rather than something else or someone else. So you likely might not be feeling great at this moment. Like you might be feeling like something is wrong, but that dark cloud that seems to be following you will soon disappear when you start seeing the number 17 on your clock, on a billboard, your license plate, on somebody's home address, wherever the case may be. Know that this dark cloud is about to remove itself from you, right? So Spirit is saying hold on a little longer and just go with the flow. See, I forced this card out for a reason. If a card hit my desk, then it stays. This one flipped over in my hand, but I forced it out because there's something that you're trying to force. Don't force anything. Go with the flow. Spirit is saying you must go with the flow. And pure intention. Pure intention. I hope you can see. This pure intention cards, that's finding clarity and surrender your ego. So some of you that are trying to force something, whether it be a relationship, a conversation, you're trying to force something and Spirit is saying, no, don't force anything, but you won't surrender your egos. Spirit is saying you must surrender your ego. And able to find clarity, you must surrender the ego. You must. It's imperative to just go with the flow. You ever heard that saying, never know, let your left hand know what your right hand is doing? Don't say anything. Just go with the flow. Even if you know that your partner may be cheating on you. Maybe you know your job is about to fire you or put someone in your position, or you know something. But Spirit is saying go with the flow and don't show your hands. Don't show either one of them, the left or the right or the left. Get out of that ego. Surrender the ego. You know, you do have pure intentions. You're like, I'm saying something. I'm going to do something about this situation. And yes, you do have very pure intentions. However, Spirit is saying, shh, keep quiet just a little while longer because something is going to be shown to you and you don't have to do anything. We have the number, this card for the ones that want to know, this is the number 2. This is the number 2, right? And we all know what the number 2 represents, right? It's a powerful number. That means inner peace. So surrender your ego, and I promise you will have inner peace when you surrender the ego. It means that positive energy and finding your divine purpose will be on the horizon for you. That cloud, that dark cloud that you think is following you, is going to be released. So the angel number 2 represents cooperation and balance. You will have balance as long as you remain quiet. We should have faith and never give up no matter how difficult things may be. So no matter how this situation feels, it may feel uncomfortable right now and you just want to go say something. You want to yell and scream it from the rooftop. Spirit is saying, surrender the ego, let go. Don't say anything. Allow it to happen the way it's going to happen. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. We have the number 28. I hope you can see this. As I said, I have my candle burning and I keep it close to the camera because it's all about energy. However, pool of Christ light. So this is open your heart, spread unconditional love. You know, they say love your enemies, right? That's what they say, that you're supposed to love your enemies. I'm not a Bible thumper, and I let that be known all the time, but I do know the Bible. So they said Jesus Christ of Nazareth loved everyone, right? He even knew that Judas was going to betray him, but yet and still he allowed Judas to sit at the table. You know, they said the devil was an angel, right? Until the devil kept doing things and was banished, his wings were taken. Pool of Christ light, open your heart and spread unconditional love. So this card is saying the number 28, that you must surrender your ego, as we all know. There's something that you're going through with someone, a situation, and you cannot say anything. You're going to be tested. You have to keep your mouth shut. No arguing, no fussing, no fighting, because I know whoever I'm speaking to, you're like, I can handle this situation and I'm going to say what I need to say. And Spirit is saying, just shut up. You don't need to say anything at this present time. It's saying just spread unconditional love. Even though you know someone has betrayed you, backstabbed you, lied on you, talked about you, Spirit is saying to just stay quiet anyway, right? The number 28 is generally an omen of an important decision in front of you. I told you you're being tested. So this decision is, you can either blow up and do what you do, or you can keep your mouth shut and go with the flow. and trust the process, because things are going to work out in your favor if you go with the flow, if you trust the process. But this is a decision that only you can make for you. So whatever you decide, right, it's going to have strong ripple effects across the rest of your life. So you may see the number 28, as we all know, on a license plate, right? On a billboard, on your microwave, right? On a paycheck, whatever, right? But you're going to see this number. And 28 combines the energies and the characteristics of all the numbers 2 and 8. The number 2 represents teamwork and collaboration, sensitivity, humanitarian service. Other traits include flexibility and compassion. It also refers to your spiritual goals and the true meaning of your existence. The number 8 resonates with fate and the divine karmic rules governing action and reaction. So this is you being tested. This is going to be based upon you, because whatever you decide, whether to go the fuck off and say what you need to say because you can't hold it in, this is going to have ripple effects across the board for the rest of your life. So there's a decision that you need to make. Either take the information that you've already gathered, that someone has already given to you, or you may know to be fact for yourself, and just go the fuck off and say fuck it. Or keep your mouth shut, go with the flow. You've seen everything you needed to see. You heard everything you needed to hear. But the truth is going to be brought out. But you're being tested to see if you can just go with the flow. So the number 28, pull of Christ light, open your heart, spread unconditional love anyway. Even to the person that you feel like that betrayed you, spread unconditional love. Never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. So even if someone backstabbed you, right, lied on you, cheated on you, just shh. Because the truth is going to be brought to the light. We have the number 39, Ascension Lift. Ascension Lift. So when this card comes out, this is you being prepared for a rapid spiritual growth. So be ready for opportunities. Now, that Ascension Lift is only if you can keep your mouth shut, even if you don't go the fuck off on someone. If you can just go with the flow just for a little while longer, because your intentions are clear. You want to go the fuck off, but you cannot. So you must surrender your ego. And no matter how bad this hurts, and no matter how badly you may want to say something to someone, you cannot. And that's going to be the hardest thing to do. That's like me, right? If I heard something, if someone says something, I'm like, here I am. Say it to me. Say it to me. You know, I went to my husband's cousin's funeral a few weeks ago, and there was a girl that I hadn't seen in a while. But she came over to give me a hug. She was like, hey. I was like, right? Put my hand out, letting her know, don't touch me. I don't like fake love. Don't give me a hug. Don't come near me, right? And so my husband was standing there for a second, but he walked away. You know how men do, let the females talk, vice versa. When men talk, females walk away, let the men talk. You know, that's when you have respect for one another. However, she was like, hey, what's going on? I said, listen, I heard you said A, B, C, D, E, F, G. She was like, I said, no, you're right. It wasn't just you by yourself. It was you and such and such a. She was like, no, it was her. I said, no, it was both of y'all. You forget what I do for a living? So she's just looking at me. And I said, I don't fuck with you. And she was like, yo, we've been cool forever. I said, we've never been cool. When I saw you, we would speak hey and goodbye. You never ate at my table. We've never gone out to lunch. You've never sat in my car, nor have I sat in your car. See, people get it confused of what relationships are. They get it confused of what friendships are, what being an associate is. Even people that just have sex with people, right? No, that's not your boyfriend. They're just your fucking buddy. People get confused what titles are. So until you can understand the role that someone plays in your life, there should not be a title. So she was like, I thought we were cool. Who said that? Because if we were cool, you never would have said what you said. Pressure, right? Pressure. You hear me? This girl goes into the wake, because the wake and the funeral was the same exact day. 10 o'clock the wake, the funeral starts at 11. She had on a pair of jeans and a dressy shirt and some heels. She comes back with a black dress on, and she tried to change her look. Like, bitch, you could still never be me. We don't have the same dad. We don't have the same mom. I am who I am, and you are who you are. So what I'm telling you is not to be like me. You know, I am one of them. I'm telling you not to be one of them. That's why I gave you the advice. And I shared this story with you because you must go with the flow. I could have gone with the flow, but I don't live in that state. And I've been waiting to confront this chick in her face for a minute. I don't like to do things over the phone. I don't like to do things through text message. I am not one of them. But I'm telling you, don't be like Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch, because petty is as petty does. And I am petty. But I'm trying to grow up. I am. I'm trying to do better. I promise you. It doesn't matter if I'm spiritual. We're all healed until we're triggered. And right now I'm speaking to someone that is triggered. Someone has triggered you and you're itching. You have this itch. And the only way that it's going to feel better is if you explode on this certain person or people. But Spirit is saying go with the flow for a little while longer, because the universe is going to handle this situation for you. So surrender your ego. I didn't surrender my ego at the funeral. I did not, and I can admit that. I did not surrender it because I told you petty is as petty does, and I was Miss Petty. You have the number 39 once again. I'm giving this back to you. Ascension lift. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. Remember, the number 28 is going to have ripple effects for the rest of your life, depending on what situation you decide for you. Because you have a decision to go the fuck off on someone, and that'll be okay. And you have a decision to keep your mouth shut, and that will be okay, and to just go with the flow, right? You can pick any side that you want. However, whatever decision you make is going to have ripple effects for the rest of your life. Because if you say nothing to this person that has betrayed you, if you say nothing, if you can just keep your mouth shut, we have that number 30 times. This is the third time I done brought this card back to you. I haven't even moved on because this is important for someone. Ascension lift. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for new opportunities. If you can keep your mouth shut and not go off on this person, not say anything, not confront. Don't even say, I heard you said, I know what you did. Don't say anything. Just be Christ-like. Do what Jesus did and love everybody. Pretend to love everybody. I'm telling you, this is consequences, because you have an ascension lift. Things are going to be changing in your life for the good if you don't go off. If you go off, you're letting the universe know you're not ready for this ascension, this growth. this new opportunity that's heading your way. So you have a decision to make. You can go ahead and do all the things you feel like you need to do, or you can try something new and go with the flow and accept what is happening and surrender your ego so that you can have this. Let me give you a better example, right? It's like, and you know, for some of you, you're going to be like, she's so messed up for saying this, but I'm going to say what I want to say. On this hand, you can live in the projects, right? But on this hand, you can go ahead and live in the suburbs. Now, if you decide to live in the projects, you're going to be there for the rest of your life. If you move to the suburbs, you have an opportunity for growth and new opportunities. So where do you want to be? You want to stay in the projects? Because remember the show Good Times, that family did try to get up out the projects. And they didn't get out the projects until the daddy died. And Delma ended up marrying a football player who got injured, so they still struggle. And then when he was afforded, after years later being picked up by an NFL team, then they were able to get out of the projects. Then the show ended. So you can wait all that time and stay right there in the projects, or you can go to the suburbs and experience something different because there are new opportunities waiting for you. So this hand, remember, this is the project hand, that mouth that you can use to go the fuck off on someone, or you can go with the flow and accept what is happening and surrender your ego. It's your choice. I can't tell you what to do because this is called free will, and everyone has free will. Every single person has free will. You have to make the best decision for you. Now, what I would do, I get tired of seeing people's faces all the time, right? So I'm going to go with this hand, and I'm going to the suburbs because I want to go into the grocery store. I don't want to know you. I don't want you to know me. I want to grocery shop. I might ask you what aisle is such and such in, and I want to go back home and I want to be comfortable. I want to sit on my porch, front or the back. You understand what I'm saying? So, or you could stay right there amongst all the drama, amongst all the hoopla, amongst all the BS. You can stay right there. And if you want to stay right there, it's okay. It's okay to be exactly where you are. So you have a decision to make. You have a decision to make. Listen, we all have free will, each and every person. You have the power to make the best decision for you. You know, some of us make rush decisions. That means we rush to make a decision. Some people sit back and they think about what decision they're going to make. Those are called the planners, right? They plan everything out. You have your own decision to make. You have to make the best decision for you. Once again, we all have free will. All humans, every human has free will, which is why our angels cannot intervene in our lives without our express permission. So this is why angels send us messages in the form of signs, visions, and angel numbers. And I went over every angel number with you that I felt like was important to this reading, because every card has a number on it. So whether it be the number 17, number 2, number 28, 39, and number 11. We didn't get to number 11 yet. However, pay attention, right? Look for the signs. So pay attention, expect an answer. Pay attention and expect the answer. Be ready for new opportunities, right? The number 39, ascension lift. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. Now, I'm only repeating this over and over and over because I feel like somebody has a thick skull and I need to go, I need to knock on your head, you know? It's like, you know, when parents, they be like, I'm going to knock some sense into you, right? Into their kids. And I feel like hello, is anybody home? That number 39, I have to stick to it. I mean it. So the number 11, look for the signs. Pay attention. Expect an answer. Expect an answer, because you will have an answer. You're going to have clarity about what transpired. You're going to hear the truth, right? But you still must stay calm. Remain calm, because the definition of free will, the power of acting without the constraint and necessity or fate, the ability to act at one's own discretion. You have the right to do what you want to do. But once again, you could go ahead and go the fuck off. And that example that I gave you, you could live in the projects or you can move to the suburbs. You have choices. You have directions. And I'm giving you an example. So do you want to stay right here, or are you ready for the growth that is headed your way? You have to make the best decision for you. I can't do it. You have to do it for you. Now let's discuss this free will one more time, because I'm trying to knock a little bit of sense into your head. So, you know, in the manner of philosophy, right? You know, and science, the supposed power or capacity of humans to make decisions or perform actions independently of any prior event or state of the universe. So free will in philosophy and science, we just discussed that. However, free will is the idea that we are able to have some choice in how we act. So you have a choice in how you act. You can, once again, go off on someone or go with the flow and keep your mouth shut and assume that we are free to choose our behavior, because you have a choice to choose your behavior. And the example I gave you, you can live in the projects forever and ever and never being able to get out, or you can go to the suburbs for the growth. So you're being tested at this present time. You are being tested. So let me give you an example. People can make a free choice as to whether to commit a crime or not, unless they are a child and they are insane. So we're not going to hold you accountable if you're a child, right? If you're a child, right, let's just say children, when they commit crimes, they go to juvenile detention when they turn like what, 17, 18, then they get out and those charges are now gone. You can't open up their criminal record. So if you're mentally insane, that means that you don't have the capacity to understand what is going on. So you may not be fit to stand trial and you just may go to the crazy house for the rest of your life. However, once again, I have to keep knocking and I got to shake you up a little bit, because you have a decision to make. You can go with the flow. That's on this hand. Go with the flow and accept what is happening. I understand that it wasn't fair. Somebody did what they did, but you should surrender your ego. The card is saying surrender the ego and keep your mouth shut for a little while longer. However, if you don't, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have ripple effects across the board for the rest of your life. So either you can stay stagnant and stuck in a rut and be like these people, or you can grow and prosper and let these see you. Let these people see you, but the back of you. It's your choice. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the number 19, cocoon of white light. My puppies hear me talking in here, so I have to hurry. They're like, I hear you, come and get me. See, they're talking junk. Cocoon of white light, rest in perfect love. Understand oneness. So rest in perfect love and understand oneness. That's me, myself, and I. That's you, you, and you. Because remember, if you choose this hand, you're going to be standing in front of these people for the rest of your life. And you're not going to grow. If you and make the choice to surrender your ego and not curse these people out, not go off and not say what you heard or what you know, and you just keep your mouth shut a little longer, guess what's going to happen? Be ready, because opportunities are going to be headed your way. So if you can control yourself for a little while longer, you have nothing but growth ahead of you. The number 19, the bottom of the deck, cocoon of white light, rest in perfect love. Understand oneness. Understand oneness. Understand you, you, and you. You have a choice. You can go the fuck off, or you can be quiet because you know better days are headed your way. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, thank you for the hearts. What message do you have for whomever to clarify this reading? What message do they need to hear? What do they need to know? What does someone need to know? Oh, thank you so much. We have this just in. So this just in. Begin to release toxic people from your life. See? Be quiet just a little while longer. These people that you want to go off on, this person that you want to go off on, they're toxic. So why waste your time? Begin to release toxic people from your life. You know who those people are, whether they are family, friends, a lover, etc. It's time to release all people, places, and things that no longer serve you. That's why Spirit is saying, accept what is happening. Accept that this person lied to you, that they betrayed on you, that they betrayed you. They did something to you. Surrender your ego. Just stay still and allow that storm to pass, because growth is headed your way. Growth. And growth can mean so many different things depending on the person. So growth may mean your finances. Growth may mean new people in your life. You're elevating the old. You're like, I can't bring them with me. They're not going in the same direction as me. And it's not you being cocky. It's that you just want to change and you don't want to stay in the projects. You want to move to the suburbs. Remember the example that I gave you? So we have breaking news. Spirit says the gift of fertility is upon you. Whatever you are wanting or trying to birth into your reality, Spirit is here to tell you that the time to do it is now. It's time to focus on you. So shift that focus back to you, you, you. Remember that me, myself, and I. And it's okay to shift the focus back to you. So some of you, right, if you're a female, you may be thinking about having a baby. Some of you may be pregnant. However, this is birth of an idea, as the card says. You're creating something. You want growth. And like I said, growth could come in many forms. So maybe that bright idea, you'll be receiving it soon, or an idea that you had and that you did nothing with, right? And guess what? Now you're like, okay, I'm going to do something with what I thought about, what I planned on doing. Now I'm really going to do it because I know I have the green light. I have the go sign. But thank you. Spirit says the gift of fertility is upon you. So birth of an idea, birth of a creation, birth of new friends, right? Whatever you are wanting to or trying to birth into your reality, Spirit is here to tell you that the time to do it is now. And the time to let these toxic people go is right now. You have this just in. So let go of fear of the unknown. We often fear the unknown because we are attached to familiarity. These toxic people, you have been attached to them because that's all you knew. But growth, right? You want nothing but growth. So Spirit is encouraging you to face the unknown with a brave heart, and remember that you are never alone, and you're never alone. Your angels are always here to guide you. You know, you are never alone. None of us are ever alone, right? But don't forget, you have you, and you. We have breaking news. Focus on the now. We often forget to live in the present because we are too busy dwelling on the past and worrying about the future. Spirit says to remain in the present moment at all times. So remain in the present moment. Don't let anybody take you away from being you, because remember I said that the decision you make, the number 28, please go look up the number 28. Whatever you decide is going to leave you with ripple effects across the board for the rest of your life. So you have a decision to make. You can go off, curse out these people that betrayed you, or you can stay silent because you know that better days are on its way, because it says so right here. We have this just in. Thank you for the hearts. This just in. Spirit says detach from your fear, for there is nothing in this world worth fearing. Fear is the opposite of faith. Trust that everything will always go in your favor. As long as you can remain calm, everything will go in your favor. You have to trust. You have to trust you, and you have to trust whomever you pray to. At the bottom of the deck, this just in, forgiveness, right? Forgiveness is the key to healing and letting go. Whomever you need to forgive says now is the time to do so. There is no need to hold on to hurt, anger, or pain. Release it so you can be free. And that is very important to this reading, this end card, the end game. It's important because you have a decision to make to go off on someone, right, that betrayed you, or you can forgive and stay quiet, because Spirit is saying surrender the ego. That means you don't have to say anything to anyone and allow them to see your growth and be like, dang, we judged him or her poorly. She or he left us in the dust. Their back is turned to us. Oh, they know what we said. And now we can't go to them for help. We can't go to them for advice. They don't even want to be our friends anymore. If you let go of the ego, you will have everything that you desire, because the key is forgiveness. Forgiveness is the key to healing. You don't have to go to your enemies and say, forgive me, or I'm going to forgive you. It's just called letting go. Letting go of the toxic people, as the card said. Whomever you need to forgive, Spirit says now is the time to do so. There is no need to hold on to hurt, anger, or pain. Release it so you can be free. So you can be free to live your life abundantly, so that they can watch. You know, so that they can see you watch, right? Because to my Bible thumpers, the Bible says, I will allow your enemies to be your footstool, right? So they're going to watch your growth. And guess what? That hurts, doesn't it? When somebody that you've disrespected, you've lied on, someone that you've betrayed, stabbed in the back, when you see them winning, that hurts more than anything, because they're like, dang, maybe I should not have said this or did this or do that. Maybe they could have brought me a loaf of bread. Maybe they could have helped me get a job. So you got to be careful with how you treat people. You do. So sit on your throne, right? If you can surrender your ego. If you can surrender your ego, you will be able to sit on your throne. Spirit guides, help me in this reading. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guide, what is the message for whomever needs to hear it at this present time? What do they need to hear? What do they need to hear? The cards are flipping over in every direction. Thank you so much. We have two cards. The first card is, What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationship? So what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within your relationships? To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings and believe we are worthy of them. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where they begin today's soul action. When we separate our energy from others, right? Releasing the toxic people. So when we separate our energies from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. Today's mantra, say this to yourself: I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. You know, Scorpio got this card yesterday. I did a Scorpio reading on my YouTube platform. So Scorpio got that same card. You could be dealing with the Scorpio. You could be ready to spaz out on the Scorpio. Spaz out meaning to go off. Spaz out or go off means to curse out, right? So or you can be a Scorpio yourself, and the card is saying that you have all the tools that you need within yourself. But Scorpio had that same exact card. However, how can I deepen my trust right now? So how can you deepen your trust right now, right? Trust. Surrender. Remember, the card says surrender your ego. Let go of the will. Let go of the will. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety, and when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. Scorpio got the same exact card. So once again, you could be a Scorpio, or the person that you want to go off on, curse out, could be a Scorpio. But today's soul action, let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. So be certain on what decision that you want to make for yourself. So you can stay right over here, right? Or you can go that way. Where can I create more space? So where can you create more space? Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, your lungs, in your heart. Take time to just be. Today's soul action, do a clutter detox of your schedule, your home, and innermost self. Make space. Clarity will come. I promise you, Scorpio got this same card. All three of these cards Scorpio got in the reading last night that I did. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, or if you are a Scorpio, you should check out my reading on my YouTube platform that I did for Scorpio. When you go to my YouTube platform, click live, and it was a live reading, and Scorpio got these same three cards. You watch me shuffle, right? You watch me cut the cards and everything, and they got all three of these cards. So you could be a Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could be letting go of a Scorpio. But Spirit is saying to surrender. Don't argue back. Don't yell. Don't scream. Just hold tight. And these toxic people will be a thing of the past, right? Spirit is saying, live in your truth, because the decision you make to curse someone out or not, right? It depends on what the rest of your life is going to be. It could have consequences, ripple effects for the rest of your life. So everything doesn't deserve a reaction. Surrender is, Spirit is saying, surrender to your ego. Surrender to your ego. And sometimes you have to leave well enough alone. You may know what was done to you, what was said, who lied on you, who did what, who said what, who hurt you. But sometimes It's not even worth confronting. Sometimes you must let things go and allow people to watch you rise gracefully as your back is turned to them. As your back is turned to them. I feel like there's someone that you gave so many chances to. But guess what? You have no more chances to give. And Spirit is saying that you will be releasing these people and to keep your cool. Keep your cool. I am Empress Real 1584. This was a general reading. It wasn't for any particular sign, but the last 3 cards that you had, Scorpio got all of those same cards, and you watched me shuffle. So once again, you could be a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could have some problems with the Scorpio. I'm just saying, or Scorpio could be ready to help you to get out of this toxic situation. But I would check out my Scorpio reading on my YouTube platforms. I do personal readings, but if you go to my homepage on TikTok, you'll be able to click my link and it'll take you straight over to my website, and you can book an appointment with me, or you can book an appointment with Alberta Butterfly. However, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to you all nothing but love and light. Once again, check out that video that I did for Scorpio because there are too many similarities. Good night.